Hello everyone, this is Nick from Arcade Hunters, and since today is the release of Super Street Fighter 4, I thought I'd go back and take a look at the original Street Fighter 4 on the Xbox 360. Now, before I get into this review, I want to say I am not forgetting Street Fighter 3. I am going to review all 3 games of Street Fighter 3, so stay tuned for that after I do Super Street Fighter 4. I just kind of wanted to do the games in order since technically Street Fighter 4 takes place between 2 and 3. I don't get how that works since Sakura is in the game and she's still in junior high school. It doesn't really make sense. But I had to use in the beginning the original Ken and Ryu trailer that they had on the website where it said A New Beginning. I didn't want to use Indestructible. I know some people are very upset that the song's not in the game, but, you know, I don't care. I'm not one of them. Now, we played the arcade version, obviously, if you've seen some of our other videos. If not, check out the site. And the arcade version came out in July of 2008, and thankfully we got a chance to play it over at Tokyo Game Action, as well as a couple of other places. Did go ahead and import the game, even though the price of it was pretty damn astronomical, considering that the Taito 2 Type X used like a LAN feature where every cabinet had to have its own hard drive and unit, so it made it that like each thing was over $10,000, so not a lot of people ended up importing it. Thank God the Super Street Fighter 4 is just pretty much like a simple upgrade, so you don't have to go out and buy a whole brand new thing for it. Now, the arcade version only had 19 characters, and that, you know, some people are like, oh, it only had 19, but considering that, you know, the home version has 25. And the thing is that the 2 characters that are in the game in the arcade you can't play as, so you can't play as Seth, and you also can't play as Gouken, so they're in the game as final bosses, kind of like how Akuma was. But yes, you can play as Akuma. And obviously you can see the 4 brand new characters that were added into the game. You have Abel right here, Crimson Viper that you just saw, El Fuerte, and then of course everybody's favorite, Rufus, was added in. And it was really cool to get to see some brand new fresh blood into the game, and you know, each of them played unique. I liked how Abel had it kind of like this MMA style fighting with a lot of grapples, and Rufus is just one of the weirdest characters you've ever seen, you know. Even though he's like this big roly-poly fat guy, he's got like this really crazy agility, and watching guys like Justin Wong play with him and just pull off insane stuff with him, it's really cool to see. Now, the big thing in the game is the focus attack, and that's pretty much the bread and butter and the brand new thing in the game, where you just pretty much hold down the middle punch and kick button, and the longer you hold it, you can release an attack that will crumple your opponent, and that does some really good damage. But the biggest thing that you want to try to learn is the focus cancel. And I'm really not that good at it. I'm still trying to learn how to do things. And that's my biggest complaint with Street Fighter 4 and also with Super Street Fighter 4, is that there's no real tutorial in the game. I know they tried to make the game feel like Street Fighter 2 and try to bring people into the game that might have not played it in years and thought that Street Fighter 3 was too hard with the parry system. But, you know, even a game like Virtua Fighter 5, that, you know, I will admit that Virtua Fighter is pretty much one of the hardest fighting games to get into, just for, like, the laundry list of attacks that each character can do. But what they do in the trial is they can show you how to do a combo and stuff. With this, you pretty much have to go online and watch a video thing of showing you how to do it. And I actually remember, I don't know if it was a joke or not, someone posted on Craigslist how they wanted someone to come to their house to do the Crimson Viper expert trials because they didn't know how to do it. Now, thankfully, I heard the trials are a bit easier in Super Street Fighter 4, so we'll have to wait and see. Now, I always thought with this game it kind of felt like a mix of Street Fighter 2 because it was more familiar with the original characters, and a bit of Alpha because I really like how Alpha games have like a kind of like a flow to them. They just feel good to me. I don't know why, but that also some people will say that with Street Fighter 3, but then again, I am not that good at Street Fighter 3. Wait till you see the reviews. I'm not going to be that good of a player in it, but I respect Street Fighter 3, I love that game, and, you know, I respect and love Street Fighter 4. And here right there is the revenge meter that you have that can release an Ultra. And a lot of people say it feels like the K-Groove, or how they have it in Samurai Showdown, the more you get attacked, you can release a devastating attack. And it's really cool to just release this big flashy combo, even though some of them are pretty goddamn long, and it's even more ridiculous in Super Street Fighter 4, but I can't wait for it. You know, I've been looking forward to just seeing all the damage updates and stuff like that, toning down some of the characters, but also some of the new characters. I can't wait to see how Hakan plays online, so it'll be pretty funny. So, thank you very much for watching this video. We're going to have another video for Super Street Fighter 4. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.